Yeah.
Right.
Holy shit. What else could it be?
Fucking right. It's Underhaven, bitch.
No, it's Unterhaven. Unterhaven.
Hello and welcome to Unterhaven.
You know, ever since we got exiled off Twitch, thanks to Von Helton's sorcery, I think that we've become Unterhaven. We're no longer Underhaven. We're now Unterhaven. Because just like fucking Voldemort, he cast a scar on us, you know? He changed our name forever. We've been disfigured just like fucking Harry Potter, except we weren't created by a fucking turf.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, dude. Is Swagta a turf? I haven't really talked to him about that, dude.
Whoa. Yeah. You know, when he
is...
comes back to fucking doing YouTube shit, we're gonna have to, like, persecute him on that. Like, what the fuck? Are you a turf? Like, there's nothing to suggest that you are, but maybe you are.
I mean, he is from across the pond, and, I mean, he's not a Brit bonger, but, I mean, he's close enough. Like, he's within, like, a decent enough spitting distance from there. So I don't know,
God.
dude. Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna persecute everybody who's from that continent and just say they must all be turfs.
You're a European racist, Jamie.
Yeah, dude. Fuck Europeans. They suck.
Oh shit. Well, we just lost, like, 11% of our audience right there.
We lost all our alt-right audience. I'm sure we'll be like, we're gonna miss them.
Fucking Europe wars.
No, I don't hate Europe. I don't hate nobody. I love all people. I love
all
everybody.
peoples.
All people.
Except the Dutch.
All the people. No, except the French.
Dutch.
Fuck the French, dude. Let's be clear here, okay? French people do not deserve our sympathy or no.
Be careful. They might. Don't piss them off. They might start the fucking Sixth Republic, dude.
Motherfucker.
Is that what?
Don't piss them off. They might start torturing boulangeries.
They're doing the fucking Fifth Republic right now, right? That's what they're in, the Fifth Republic.
They might
God
send
damn.
all of their rapey scientists to come do things with your autistic women.
Halt. No. You will not besmirch the actual French nation with JF. JF's a fucking
I
French
am
Canadian.
the representative of France. If you disagree with me, you can go fuck yourself.
We all know JF isn't really French. He's just French Canadian.
Yeah, he also plays up his accent more than Jamie does. Like, I feel like Jamie doing the JF accent is actually what fucking JF is doing all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that's actually what JF is doing, putting on the same voice that you are when you're doing the JF voice. It's fucking insane.
He's like, all right, I have to make sure I sound good and ridiculous today. Otherwise, nobody will
Otherwise,
people will not see through my Nazi talking points, obviously, right? The accent helps. It makes them think I am a cartoon character. Actually, JF is a voice actor, and he does play cartoon. He has played cartoon characters. He played like an imp demon or something. Yeah.
Really?
No, you don't remember hear about that? Yeah, he played like an imp demon on some like French cartoon or some shit. And like I remember him like doing the voice. We're like, look, this is the voice. Here, I will do it. I am a demon and I am going to kill you. I don't know. It was some shit like that. It sounded ridiculous.
Jamie, what the fuck was that? Jesus Christ.
It was my poor attempt at trying to imitate it. I can't do JF doing a voice. I can only do JF. My skills have not advanced to that level.
You can only do is JF.
I bet it was still better than JF's actual voice acting.
Speaking of JF, you've been talking about getting together some content so we can comment on our good friend in future episodes.
Oh yeah, let's see. The problem with the JF is that is definitely something on my list. I've got like a whole list of things that I want to talk about, and I guess we can just talk about this real fast since we're talking about it now. But I definitely want to start replying to a lot of people on fucking BitChute. I want to go over there, download some of the videos, edit out where they say a bunch of things that would get us taken off of YouTube, and then fucking reply to it here, because I feel like there's like a fucking gold mine of fucking content there. No one goes over there to make fun of the crazy fucking people on there. That's the thing. You can't find people who have crazy opinions that much on YouTube anymore, because most of them have lost their channels already and moved on to fucking niche websites like BitChute.
I've found people with crazy opinions. Some of them are very popular, actually. Some of them, some of them
sure,
get way
but-
more views than they than. So some of them think that they've made politicians' careers. They have so many views.
Oh shit,
Uh-huh.
we're gonna get into that like
Throwing
right
shade,
here,
yeah.
right now.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, tossing shade.
I gotta
well,
throw some shade first.
well, yeah. So I do also. I like because you brought that up. I never even fucking mentioned it. Yeah, I do want to talk to JF. I mean, not talk to JF. I want to talk about JF soon because but you know, it takes a lot because you have to go through his long ass streams and you have to edit out all the fucking bullshit where he's not saying anything interesting, which is like 99% of it. So yeah, it's going to be quite the effort for me to do that. But every once in a while, I'd like to do that because he has a lot of shit that is worth refuting. Because JF's the type of person that a lot of people fall for, just like with Sargon, because they have a nice accent,
Yeah, pretty
even
much.
if it's fake.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's true. Like if you have a nice accent, then you'll get like way more creds on YouTube, even if you say shitty and bigoted things.
I'll be honest, Joe, but before I like transitioned and like dropped the accent, I'll be fucking perfectly honest. I did sometimes kind of use it to try and make myself sound smarter when I wasn't. And the ironic
Well, that's the thing.
The ironic thing is, I now that I don't use it anymore, I mean, that's not the reason, but I have become more intelligent in general. I've been trying to learn shit and like, improve in
That's how you
various
become
ways.
more intelligent is
Yeah.
by trying to learn more shit. You know?
I mean, like, I'm done with this. By the way, I feel like I should address this because this is the first episode of Underhaven, like official, since I've transitioned. But I feel like I feel like there's probably some people out there be like, "Whoa, dude, who's the chick, yo? Who's the fucking chick? I don't remember there being a chick here." Well, I know I flawlessly fooled you all, but I am in fact still Jay Darkhay, who has transitioned into a female. It's yeah. So I am now a transgender woman, and anybody who misgenders me will be
Executed.
consumed by the burning fiery pits of hell, because I am still a demon, guys. Don't fucking forget that. I will use my I will fucking use my demon powers to like blot out all transphobia. Okay, fuck y'all. No,
why don't you use your demon powers to get me some fucking Pancheros, because I'm still really hungry.
I thought you were gonna ask her to make you a sandwich.
Well,
no, I'm not gonna be that fucking sick.
Wow. That's basically what you did. You basically were just like, "Oh, you're a chick now. Get me some food." Like, I'm hungry, bitch. Like, wow. No.
Sexism live on Underhaven.
Honestly, though, I can't even. I can explain to you exactly why I can't do that. I can only use my demon powers for evil. And while destroying transphobia is not an act of evil, I guess like making people burn for it is evil, because I mean, the punishment should fit the crime, and it's definitely disproportional. But I'm a demon. What do I care? Like, yeah, I'm gonna be burning transphobes alive in Minecraft. Literally in Minecraft, I
skewer
built
them with your fucking skewer them with your fucking tail. You need like a razor sharp tail that like skewers people.
Yeah,
hey, I have a perfect suggestion. Why don't you just render them, use their fat for their candles, and fucking have like a bunch of fucking candles around? Hey, you can still burn them.
Sounds dope.
I'm here with those helpful household hints.
Yes. Anyway,
all right, so
I think we should move on to the Jimmy. I just got like a.
You were about to say fucking Jimmy Sore, weren't
Jimmy
you?
Sore. Yeah.
Wow.
Jimmy Sore. Jimmy fucking Sore. I stand by that. Jimmy so sore that Bernie dropped out and Medicare for all. Actually, you know what Bernie? You know what Jimmy's sore about? Because actually, he never actually truly supported Bernie. You know what he's sore about? Jimmy is sore that Biden is president, and that he in fact is not a arbiter of the Democratic Party and fucking everything.
So, I am the party.
I am the Senate.
That's basically Mitch McConnell.
yeah,
That
it
actually is Mitch
is,
McConnell. Like,
yeah.
No, it is.
literally.
I tweeted that out the other day because TJ tweeted a picture of Mitch McConnell and it was like, stare at it. And I was like, behold the faiths of evil, Darth McConnell. And I posted a gif of Palpatine being like, I am the Senate. It's so true.
You know what Mitch McConnell looks like? Ganon from the CDI games.
Oh, good. Bleh.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
You will
Yeah.
die. You know, right? That's fucking. It's McConnell. It's McConnell.
Okay. So I guess we should summarize this Jimmy Dore Medicare for All thing again, since we're talking about it again. And look, guys, I did say I wasn't going to talk about this again. I don't plan to talk about this again on my channel. Okay, I'm talking about it because we're here on Underhaven, and Annie has some more thoughts on it. But I don't plan on going any deeper into this because I feel like the people who are advocating, a lot of the people who are advocating for this, are extremely bad faith, disingenuous, and not willing to have an actual conversation, and moreover have like an inability to even mentally process even the slightest bit of criticism, because the minute you criticize this plan even a little bit, they start acting like you're not a leftist, you're not for Medicare for all, and you're some evil fucking Mitch McConnell tit flap sucking imp demon. Okay. So, yeah, I'm kind of done engaging with these, like, disingenuous Jimmy Dore fans, but I'm going to go over it one more time, okay? Here's the situation. There has been a strategy proposed wherein Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Ilhan Omar, and all the other Democratic House members withhold their vote for Nancy Pelosi as Speaker of the House until Nancy Pelosi agrees to put Medicare for All on the floor for a vote. Now, there are a number of fucking problems with this issue that I have. I believe that even if first of all, even if Nancy doesn't just say, no, fuck you, vote wherever you want, I don't care, which then, we could possibly get a worse speaker, or one that's just as bad, or I don't know. It's a small risk factor, but moreover, even if she does agree to this by some fucking miracle and it doesn't ruin AOC and the other progressives' careers, and it gets voted on in the House and by some miracle also passes, it dies in the Senate. We all know that. McConnell fucking kills it in the Senate. And by the way, I just want to add something to this that I've realized recently. It's really fucking funny that that Jimmy Dore and everyone is saying, oh, we need to do this right now. There will never be a better time. When literally in about a month, we could possibly not only have the presidency, but the House and the Senate, depending on how these elections in Georgia go. But there will never be a better time than right now. But honestly, I mean, I know this. None of the people who are advocating for this plan expect Medicare for All to actually pass. Everyone knows it's not going to pass. The idea behind this is actually to have a talking point now against it's twofold. The first fold is really fucking dumb and unnecessary, which is, oh well, we're gonna expose the Democrats who are against Medicare for All. We're gonna expose the Democrats who aren't with us 100%. And I think that's ridiculous, because I think we know already who is not on our side in this. We already know what is we already know who the progressives are and who are the fucking corporatists. Like, we don't need more fucking proof. We know Pelosi isn't on our side. We know most of the Democrats aren't on our side. But whatever. The second tier to this is that it will give us a talking point that we can now use to primary every single one of these disingenuous, anti-progressive Democrats. We now, whenever they fucking are running, we can be like, you voted against Medicare for All during a pandemic. How could you? You voted against universal health care when it's widely popular during a pandemic. Okay, well, there's a problem with that talking point that I've said. The talking point of oh, you voted against healthcare. First of all, Joe Biden and the Democrats are all for a public option, which does count as universal healthcare. It's not the plan that we want, but it's the plan that we're most likely going to get. And I'm sick and tired of everyone saying, oh, well, you really think Joe Biden's going to keep his promise? I don't fucking know, but I think that the fucking majority of Democrats being for it and the majority of the country being for it in the middle of a pandemic, yeah, it does mean it probably is likely to fucking happen. Way more likely to happen than Medicare for all. Okay? So that's that's my first point. The next point is also even if we were to get Medicare for all somehow passed by some miracle 3 months ago, 6 months ago, the beginning of, by the way, a transitionary period to Medicare for all, to a single payer system with no private insurance would not even start until after COVID, until after all of the fucking vaccines are out. So saying that is just disingenuous. It's not a fucking good faith argument to say you voted against healthcare in a pandemic when they can just turn around and say, no, I didn't. I voted against an unpopular policy that I didn't think was going to pass, that most people weren't even on board with anyway. Most people do not want to abolish private insurance. I'm sorry, I know everyone thinks that the majority of the country is for Medicare for all, or that the majority of Democrats are for Medicare for all. No, they are for universal health care. A public option still falls under that, and a public option is pretty damn close to what we would get under Bernie Sanders' Medicare for all plan for the next 4 to 8 years. We would not jump straight to Medicare for all. We would have a transitionary period where we have something very close to a public option. So I think letting the public option go through, deciding to pick our battles, and waiting until maybe we have the Senate, or once we have a Medicare for all passed, we don't even have to wait for that. We can maybe wait until we potentially have the Senate. Dude, if we could fucking disempower McConnell, imagine what we could fucking do in this country. And that's, honestly, like, when you put it in, through all of those, like, points, like, I really don't see how anyone can be so vehemently for this. I know I talked a lot. I don't want to be accused of gish galloping or anything, but, like, I've been going over this on stream for the last, like, 2 weeks. I've been, like, explaining this over and over and over, and I just kind of want to give the summary of my arguments, you know?
Yeah. So far that actually sounds somewhat more reasonable. And yeah, you also did address something that I was going to bring up, which was the public option, which was temporary in Bernie's plan.
Yeah.
Like 4 to 8 years.
Yeah.
So this also gives me something to talk about with my old roommate, because I've had arguments for years about this particular issue, and he won't budge because he says, well, the government can't be fucking trusted to do anything, so why should we do socialized healthcare? We already have socialized healthcare, but you got to be in the military for it. It's called VA. Well, guess what, motherfucker? I'm not in the military. Where's my fucking VA? Give me some fucking healthcare. That's all I fucking want.
Oh, and by the way, just to add to that too, because I want to be very fucking clear here, because I have had a lot of people fucking misrepresent me. I am the biggest advocate for Medicare for all. I was standing Medicare for all over a year ago when way less people were on board. I was for Medicare for all when fucking I remember watching DFF. I don't think Paul and Scotty were even on board with it. And wow. I was like, I think I was even arguing it to, like, other people, like, on the show here. Like, I've been arguing for Medicare for all for a long fucking time, and I believe we need it. I believe we need it yesterday. I believe we need it 10 fucking years ago. I believe that Medicare for all is the only outcome that we should be fighting for overall, but we have to also realize there are multiple paths to get to it, not just one, and we need to be pragmatic.
Yeah, we do have to be pragmatic in that regard.
Anyway,
I know there's. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off, but I was gonna just like small
Annie response.
Okay. Rebuttal. Yeah, we've really needed this, like, badly.
Oh yeah.
Most other industrialized countries have a scheme for this. Why don't we? In the land of fucking plenty, that's so often touted as the land of the free and the home of the brave can't even give people fucking mandatory days off, can't get a day off to fucking vote, gotta ask your employer, can't fucking do shit in this country without having to ask permission. Like,
it's like we're a bunch of fucking toddlers, basically.
Yeah, it's the kind of nanny state bullshit that I'm not really keen on.
Yep.
I don't mind the government taking care of people, making sure that they're fed and clothed and shit like that, but for the love of fucking Christ, this shit has to fucking stop.
Yeah, for the conservatives who complain about a fucking nanny state, they sure embrace a lot of type of shit, when it comes to restricting, arts and shit like that and culture and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of ways in which they do that type of shit, and it's undeniable that they do the same fucking things just in different ways. So, fuck that. But yeah, I mean, I guess we can go ahead and just play the video because most of what I have to say, I disagree with some of the things that you said in your summary, but most of it is in the video. So we can just play that. And yeah,
I was hoping we didn't have to rehash the whole video, but okay. I thought I did a good job summarizing it.
I was grabbing some water when you were doing that. I don't know if you saw. I had to go grab something to drink.
Is there a specific point in the video that you want me to go to, or do you want us to play it from the beginning?
Just play it from the beginning. I'll edit it out of post, and we'll just talk about the stuff that is actually relevant.
Let me get past. It's gonna.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
We'll do it live.
I'll write the fucking thing.
By the way, this is a really good video, so you guys should actually go check it out on the fucking channel in full if you're watching this like on post, because it's good. It's really good.
Good.
I also did together another fucking video for Jamie that I thought was pretty good too, and I'm gonna try and do at least. We'll see about getting at least 2 of these out a month, at least to begin with.
By the way, Annie, I have a message for you from the chat.
Oh yeah.
Annie, you're back! Misa missed you so much! You're so gone for so long! We still have so much to catch up on, Annie! Misa love you very much!
Yeah, dude.
It's times like this I wish that there was like cameras on this show so that way you could see my unpleasant like reaction. I've just got the biggest frown on my face right now. Oh god.
You love it.
But you know what? Stay tuned in April because we're gonna be bringing you guys a new type of show that you guys might be interested in. Stay tuned.
Yeah, dude.
This April.
Yeah.
Oh god.
All right. Let's we can play the video. So I was watching Vosh last night. I know, big shocker, right? Honestly, I didn't listen really to like.
All right, there's my first issue. I'm just fucking kidding.
Fucking Jamie and her Vosh. Yeah, dude, Vosh.
Yeah, how dare you?
Goddamn Vosh.
Vosh bad. Vosh bad.
Vosh bad.
Me Dore thing. Mostly because I had my own criticism. I knew TJ agreed with me on it. I could have suspected that Vosh would be on the same page, but I don't know.
Yeah, TJ's been really aggressive about this.
I'm gonna be not as aggressive as I've been, but yeah, he. Why were you randomly recommended this? Because this show is based as fucking hell. And you don't belong watching anything but this, okay? If you were wasting your time watching some other fucking bullshit, I feel sorry for you. If you were watching like fucking, I don't know, Jimmy Dore, for example, or you were watching
come on.
I don't know, I don't know, The Amazing Fucking Atheist or some fucking asshole.
Yeah, the cunning linguist.
Yeah, dude, you'd be wasting your goddamn time. Here, You're actually being a productive member of society.
Hey,
that's all I'm saying.
Hey, I have one thing I need to say though. I need to say though. This show is a lot better than Dave's cooking.
True.
Dave's cooking show. Oh god. I almost want to do cooking vlogs for the Patreon just because I want to show up Dave and show that I can do better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
dude. I mean, a blindfolded, deaf and dumb monkey could do better.
Well, here's the thing. I use a lot of butter in my cooking, but not nearly as much as War Corpse. So I think that I'll be okay.
Butter is the lubricant for our lives.
He literally would put an entire fucking stick of butter for 4 chicken breasts. I'm not even kidding you.
Yeah. I mean,
All
that's not really excessive, but we digress.
You know,
Anyways,
Jamie, you have a good point. This really is the tangent show.
It is.
You know what?
That's what.
When am I gonna get the rights to the fucking non sequitur show name? I've earned them at this point.
Okay.
Oh fuck!
Come on, Steve.
Just for that, I'm up in the playback speed, so you gotta pay attention.
Oh shit!
Okay, cool.
Really fucking sad. Please don't be dumb. But no, made some points that I wish I had when arguing with annoying fuckers. This is the last time I'm gonna address this, guys, because yeah, Vosh made some really good points, and I'd like to perhaps expand upon the arguments I've been making. So, quick rundown for those of y'all that don't know. Someone had this idea, wasn't Jimmy Dore, but they went on Jimmy Dore's show, and basically the idea is because there is a vote right now for Speaker of the House, you know, the Democrats get to vote. The idea is we're in the middle of a pandemic. We need Medicare for all yesterday. If these fucking Justice Democrats want to prove that they are on our side, that they stand for us, the people, then we need to force a vote, a House vote on Medicare for all now in exchange for voting for Nancy Pelosi. So the idea is, and I heard Kyle Kulinski say this, we could get Nancy Pelosi or have her replaced with a possibly more right speaker, right? Which we wouldn't want. Kyle kind of like brushes it off like that's not a big deal. You know, like, oh, well, that's what they got us with before. You know, they tried to get us, oh, well, we're going to get a more right-wing speaker and then it's going to be worse for you guys. But like, Pelosi's still bad. So you know what? We need to take this gamble and like, let's hold our horses because look, everyone proposing this knows, even if Medicare for all passes in the House,
Okay,
it's not gonna
so
pass.
this is
It's
kind
gonna
of
die
the
in
first
Senate.
thing that I had an issue. You can pause it right here. This is kind of the first thing I had an issue with. I don't really feel like you try to make this argument, right, that Nancy Pelosi is probably like to the left of some people in the Senate who are on the Democratic Party, and you know, I get that, but like, can you think of any actual examples?
Not particularly, but I'll be honest, it's like the least of my it's the least of my arguments. Like it's just like a side thing where I'm just like, well, hang on, by the way, like just saying. See, I'm not saying there is necessarily someone to the right of Pelosi that'll get elected. What I'm saying is it's just dismissing that as not being a risk or not being a factor is not really pragmatic. I'm just pointing out that it could potentially be a factor. I'm not saying it necessarily is, because I'm well aware like we could just get Nancy Pelosi 2.0, which is most likely.
Which is most likely what would happen. Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. Which I don't know if that would be a good thing or a bad thing. You could say, well, maybe AOC and them have like not the greatest rapport with AOC, so maybe the next person will be easier on them. But potentially not. Like I'm just saying because Kyle made the point like, oh well, you could potentially get someone right as further right than Pelosi, but that doesn't matter because Pelosi already sucks on Medicare for all. And I was like, yeah. Well, okay, there's other issues to be mindful of though. So if you're just gonna say, oh, well, I don't care if we get someone further to the right than Pelosi because she doesn't like Medicare for all, I'm going to say, fuck Medicare for all in that context because other issues are important. What if this other person, I don't know, wants to fucking make abortions more restricted or some bullshit, just as a fucking random example, okay? I'm not saying that would happen, but just as a random example, what if they want to like further restrict abortion rights and then you'd say, well, I don't care because it's just Medicare for all is my single issue. That was the point I was making. This isn't like Medicare for all in this context isn't a hill to die on, and I also don't think Medicare for all should be anyone's. I don't think being a single issue voter is smart in general, okay? I think we need to look at the larger fucking picture. And that's really what I was saying here. Okay, just brushing it off as oh, well, it's all about Medicare for all and she already doesn't support Medicare for all, so who cares? That's the argument that I don't like.
Yeah, my problem with Pelosi in general is just like, even if we get someone who has the exact same ideas and policies, like even if we get like literally a carbon copy who governs the same way as the same Democratic Party establishment, just the fact, like, think about how revolted she is. Like, look at her approval rating. Look at McConnell's approval rating. Like, just the fact that they are so revolted by like the American people. I don't know if that's good or bad for the chance of like bipartisan progress, which is the only chance we ever have of anything getting accomplished in this country.
Honestly, I'm gonna say this strategically from my point of view. I think having Pelosi in there is better because yeah, she is hated. she is fucking hated. And you know what? Having animosity between the people and the Speaker of the House can actually go a long way towards getting this country what it actually wants. Because if we just have some new no-name person, like now everyone has to get to know this random person, right? That's now Speaker, that you know, there isn't this built-up antagonism with. They're not as likely to go, like if it's, let's say it's some dude, his name's McGregor, okay? They're like, fucking McGregor always fucking us over. You know, he never fucking listens. He never votes the way we want him to. They're not going to do that because they don't have the people don't have that rapport with him already, that negative rapport. See, that's the thing. I think having antagonism, which, by the way, I'm not against at all Jimmy Dore's antagonism towards the Democratic Party and Pelosi. Absolutely, let's be fucking antagonistic. That's my point. People are already antagonistic towards Pelosi. You know, if Conall McGregor, you know, ends up being next Speaker of the House, people are gonna be like, okay, there's some new dude, you know. And honestly, here's something else. A lot of people that revile Pelosi, especially ones in the Democratic Party, the minute she's gone, they will go to sleep. I don't like making this argument because it's a lot of I do feel like it's kind of close to the argument that people made against voting for Biden. But I do think, look, if we got rid of Pelosi, because strategically I think like voting for Biden is better than keeping Pelosi. Better than getting rid of Pelosi, right? We get Biden, we get Pelosi. We already have antagonism towards these people. We can use that to our advantage. We can start fighting now.
Don't you think that they might use that antagonism to like squander the American people and everything they want at every turn, just like they did with the $2,000 stimulus that even our fucking president, who's a fucking dipshit, wants to do?
Yeah, it's really weird when, you know, Trump wants this.
I don't because I don't want to give him any credit for it because he's not doing jack shit for it. He's not working for it. He's not doing anything for it. He's just saying he wants it and doing nothing for it. But at least he acknowledges that it should be something in the American people's hands. That's something more than Pelosi or McConnell can admit. And they both are people who, I mean, they don't seem to give a shit about either of their fucking parties at all. Like a lot of Republicans want the $2,000 stimulus, and Mitch McConnell's just like, nope, fuck you.
And what was really bad was McConnell trying to tie that up into Section 230 repeal.
Oh, that made me mad.
Yeah, that was basically poisoning the well right there. He knew that he's running interference. He's running interference for the administration. That much we know. He's the pincushion for all the horse shit that happens in the fucking Senate. So this is nothing new. It's just, you know, deflect. Yeah, I'll take that stab, but you ain't getting it anyways, kind of shit. And that's basically what we're kind of up against, is that people can take some hits to their credibility, but we can't really make them incredible. That buggers up the entire system, because there's a lot of things that we need to get done in this country, and they're not going to get done. And already the Republicans are bitching about, oh, well, time to tighten up that belt again, even though they're continually adding on trillions of dollars of fucking debt. They're just going to go, okay, we're going to play this card again, see how far it gets us in the next couple of years. Ooh, boy, the midterms, you know.
Fuck Darth McConnell. All right, let's move on. Yeah. Is Jamie away? Jamie.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. By the way, I did want to also point out, to make this point, just to illustrate the antagonism that we already have with Pelosi. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Let's see. I have to put it.
Oh, you got an example? Cool.
When did this happen?
An example situation.
Last night, I believe.
Yesterday. Oh yeah, it was within the last couple of days. Someone wrote on Pelosi's house, 2K, cancel rent, UBI, we want everything, and they drew a little anarchy symbol, and they threw a pig's head in front of her garage. So
what the fuck?
Yeah. I'm not now, by the way, I'm not saying I agree with, well, I don't agree with this part. I think this part doesn't harm anything. Putting a pig's head. I think that's going a little too far, but
That's fucking morbid. Yeah, I don't like that part.
guys, imagine in a few months from now, Joe Biden is president. Everybody is overwhelmingly, wanting a healthcare reform or more stimulus or UBI or something, and Pelosi says no. This shit ramps up. This shit doesn't ramp up if we get rid of Pelosi. This antagonism between people and Pelosi doesn't ramp up. She's already really hated on Twitter. She gets ratioed on Twitter constantly. So is McConnell. So
this is actually an argument I've heard Jimmy Dore make, is that you need to make these politicians feel uncomfortable in their own homes to some extent if they're gonna not represent the will of the people.
Yeah, this is who Jimmy Dore and his sycophants should be fucking attacking, not AOC. Not like, oh my god, AOC is our enemy. No, Pelosi is our fucking enemy. And here's the thing, in terms of Pelosi or some random Democrat, I do think the devil is probably better. Okay? And in terms of actually getting shit done, yeah, we're gonna have an enemy in that seat no matter what. I think I think we know. I think we can use Pelosi to our advantage. I think it's entirely possible.
I don't know how well that would work because Pelosi has been rather performative in her outrage during this administration,
and she's been deep in this shit for a very long time. It's not like she's new to this rodeo or has been. She's deep ingrained in her ways and how she governs.
You know what?
She's a careerist politician.
This happened once in 2021, the days of the internet, social media age, where people are copycats. People and again, I'm not inciting anything. I'm not justifying anything. I'm not condoning anything. But this kind of antagonism, there's already antagonism boiling over between the people and their government. I think that's only going to increase. Especially when Biden comes in and everything doesn't magically get solved, because of course it won't. People are still going to get evicted. People are still going to be fucking homeless. There's already people with no fucking jobs that are being kicked out of their homes and all types of shit going on. If the idea is to strong arm the Democratic Party and to in order to try to bully them and push them left, then I think having a strong antagonism between the people in power and the oppressed working class is extremely important.
Okay, so I'll challenge that by saying this. Take a look at the fucking president, one of the most reviled fucking, political figures in recent history.
Yeah, but Trump is different though. Trump
doesn't give a shit.
Yeah,
he's there.
Trump is just there to look out for his own interests. He's not actually okay, I don't want to just sound like I'm being oh, Trump is different for vague reasons, because I do believe Trump is far more dangerous, especially,
I get what you're saying.
Especially in a presidential position, which, by the way, look, I don't like, by the way, that we gave the presidency to someone like Joe Biden. I'm not happy with that. That doesn't sit well with me, okay? Because I do believe that Joe Biden can and probably will do immeasurable damage to this fucking planet. And not just this country, yeah, this entire fucking planet. But it's still better than the fucking alternative. This is about figuring out the optimal material conditions to get a change accomplished, to try and push something forward, to try and get progress wherever we can. We can't just get these giant fucking measures implemented overnight. It's not gonna happen. We have to strategize. We have to think about the long game.
So my only concern is, when it comes to this sort of thing, is I at least want people, even if we're not going to have a vote on it, all of these progressive caucus politicians, they need to be willing to go out and say that this is a good thing. And I know most of them do, but if some of them actually aren't willing to actually go out on the line and stand on something as simple as fucking healthcare, then that should be the most basic. Just like Bernie always goes out and says that healthcare is a human right. Like if
no,
this
no,
is
no,
what
no, he
the
doesn't.
Democratic Party wants.
I'm sorry, just to correct you, he says it's a human right. Okay, say
Okay.
it right.
Yeah, you're right.
Healthcare
You're right.
is a human
You know what?
right.
I'm fucking stupid. You're right. I got it completely wrong. You have it right. Okay.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like if this is what we're gonna like, this just needs to be like the first hill that we're willing to die on. I just feel like the fact that Jimmy Dore's kind of become the face of it, and the fact that he's so aggressive is not good for like the idea as a whole. Because this could have been something more productive if it was headed up by someone who wasn't so controversial. I feel like that's kind of part of the problem with it. A lot of people don't like his cadence.
Not just controversial, but, and I think this is the key here, reactionary. Jimmy Dore and his fans are very fucking reactionary. They, you know, they're not like here to be like pragmatic and strategize about politics. Their whole thing is let's get mad. Fuck the system. The system is broken. It's doomed. You know, it's fucked. The fucking establishment is against us. The fucking right and the left, both sides are the same. Everything's bullshit. Fuck it all. Burn it all down. You know? They have that sort of attitude, and it's something I like to call political doomer, the political doomer cult. Okay, they basically they're unable to view political pragmatism because they're just mad that they haven't been able to get the effective change done in their lifetime that they've wanted to, and so they feel like it's all just a fucking it's all just a fucking game and it's pointless. And
Right.
I think that's detrimental to getting any fucking change done in this country.
Well, let's continue. Let's continue.
Oh, I thought you had a response to that.
No, I just I mean we could talk about this point I think for a while, but you know, we can move on to another one.
Wait, do you concede then? Do you concede that I am correct in all things?
In all things, yes, you're right about everything.
Everything.
That one comment. Everything.
I possess all knowledge, even more than Vosh.
Congratulations. You know what? Let's just end the fucking stream right now. This conversation is all right, but no.
You think it's a threat? Speaker that's further right than Pelosi? They could be worse. I know a lot of these single-issue voters who seem to be dying on the hill of Medicare for all and won't look at anything else think, well, I mean, how could it get worse for Medicare for all? I mean, Pelosi's already not going to do it. Okay, but statistically speaking here, there's someone further right than Pelosi. Then Pelosi is probably better on those issues that other person is further right on. The last thing we need is to go backwards, guys. This is actually a criticism that I just kind of realized right before I started. I was looking at a Kyle video. I was going to play it. I'm not going to play it. There's no point. It was a 27-minute video. I'm not going to. It's too long for stream, guys. I will say there is the danger of having a speaker further right than Pelosi that could potentially be disastrous on a number of other issues that a lot of people seem to forget about when they're fucking virtue signaling about Medicare.
Man,
for
that
all.
Biden pick looks like you got fucking put in a deep fry, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Deep fried Biden.
Yeah, deep fried Biden.
Mm-mm.
On the end of a corn pop, yeah. Oh my god.
Which is a possibility. Yes. I know you guys want to think that the Democratic Party is all sunshine and rainbows or whatever, or that it's supposed to be, and that with just a little bit of minimum effort we can make it that. It's the Democratic Party. It's evil. Like I'm not simping the Democratic Party. Don't anyone fucking get that twisted. I don't think you realize like a lot of people in the Democratic Party don't exactly want to screw over the entire Democratic Party. It's about more than just this one thing. You know, we need this to be voted on, and we need people who agree to vote on this.
I guess we can talk about that real fast. I don't really feel like there even is like a Democratic Party at this point. Like, would you dispute that? Like, it's really like just like a bunch of factions, a bunch of caucuses, like trying to compete for dominance within one party. It's almost like multiple parties in one, but it's worse.
What?
Like, would you debate that?
God damn it!
It's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, do you want to? Well, sorry. What was that point? I was like distracted with something.
Oh, okay. Okay, no, it's fine. So, I feel like there's not even really, much of a Democratic Party anymore at this point. I feel like it's just like a lot of competing factions, like a lot of caucuses, like trying to compete with each other.
Kind of. I mean, the Democratic Party is probably more divided than it's ever been. If you look at the Democrat, like there's not just like like right now the Republican Party is kind of divided because there's like the Trump wing and then there's the old guard wing.
It's more of a class divide though. It's not really like a political.
Well, the only problem is there's no big difference in the parties among classes. They are practically much more wealthier than most people that you would find fucking
Yeah.
walking around. So
But I'm talking about the voters, like, you know, among the party.
they would glare down their noses at voters if it fucking gave them votes. Oh, what the fuck point difference would it make? Because there are corporate Democrats and there are obviously a good chunk of fucking corporate Republicans.
I'm just trying to drive the point home that like Democratic unity as a party is just something that's probably never going to happen. Like, because there's no fucking Dixiecrats, there's Southern Democrats who are like
those fuckers are dead. Those fuckers are dead.
There's still people who think like that. There's still people who think like that. There's still Southern Democrats.
How many of those Democrats though still think like that? Because I can tell you, Strom Thurmond was one of the last, and he was fucking older than dirt.
Okay, well,
Jesus.
Well, even then, I want to drive home that, like, even now, like Jimmy Dore, it's almost like there's this new group of Democrats trying to be made and carved out by Jimmy Dore and a bunch of other fucking people. I don't know. It just seems like that to me. It seems like they're trying to like carve out their own thing separate from the progressive half of the Democratic Party. And there's also the establishment goons and shit like that. All types of stuff like that.
I'll be honest.
There's a lot of faction.
The only thing I see being carved out by Jimmy Dore and his ilk are not another faction of the Democratic Party, but rather an anti-faction of the Democratic Party that seeks to, rather than, you know, actually help progressive values get implemented, to instead basically run fucking defense for the Republican Party by disaffecting more and more liberals, more and more lefties, by saying, look, your fucking party doesn't even fucking agree with you, your party won't even listen to you, your party hates you, why even vote for them? And then the Democratic Party gets less and less and less votes, more and more people disaffected, more and more people refusing to engage, and then the Republicans get back in power because that's
like
that's the way I see it.
Is that Jimmy Dore's fault, or is that the establishment?
I don't know. Honestly, Animancer, I don't know if it's Jimmy Dore's fault. The way he acts, I would not be. I'm not going to accuse him of being a grifter because I don't know for a fact. But the way he acts seems kind of grifty. Okay.
I think you're right in the way that he does act a little bit grifty with this. The issue is
I don't know what his motives are.
I don't know what his motives are either. I can't really peer into the man's head, but I can tell you for a fact that the more he keeps doing this, the less people are going to be very interested in actually reaching across the aisle and getting Republicans.
Well, that's
their heads together to fucking say, hey, do you want your fucking you want your representative seat next fucking year? Okay, guess what? Bam.
See, that's my point.
Vote for this shit.
That's my point, though, because the more he does shit like this, the more him and his ilk do shit like this, the more it fucking hurts the left. And what I'm worried about, I don't care what his motives are at the end of the day. I don't care if he's actually trying to grift. He's having that same effect. He's having the same effect as one of these fucking anti-SJW skeptic fucking grifters that went around being like, guys, the fucking pink-haired SJWs want to erase gender and control your language. Like,
you know what? Not to distract, but I'm probably thinking about getting some fucking pink hair. I don't give a fuck at this point.
Oh, I want pink hair. Fuck that shit. Fuck the stereotype,
pink,
dude.
Purple, fuck it.
I don't give a good goddamn. People can be like, oh, you're an SJW, you're an SJW. I don't give a fuck. Like, I have my values and I believe in them very fucking strongly, and I will defend them. And anyone who wants to like say that my beliefs make me a fucking SJW, fuck off. I'm not reactionary, and I don't believe in curtailing people's free speech, and I don't believe in controlling what other people do. And honestly, here's the problem. The term SJW has ruined the left. It's divided the left so fucking harshly. And this now that fucking whole argument is done, I feel like the fucking right-wing grifters are trying to figure out what's next. What do I do next? The fucking crystal balls of the world are trying to figure out, okay, what's the next grift to get people disaffected from voting for the fucking Democratic Party? How do we further fucking cripple this country and make sure that Republicans remain in power forever? Fuck crystal ball, by the way.
They're crystal balls because you can plainly see what the fuck they're thinking.
I don't know. I don't know who that person is. I have no idea who that person is. I saw your tweet chain with that person.
I'm gonna be going over. So Crystal Ball and Kyle Kalinske are gonna be doing a show together. And as y'all know, look, I love Kyle. I think he's really intelligent, really smart, has a lot of good takes. But I really do think that Kyle has been going downhill ever since Bernie dropped out. He's had a lot of takes that I have not agreed with. And Crystal, I've actually started I don't think Crystal has actually gone downhill. I think she was always a grifter. I just didn't notice it before because I was disaffected and angry too. So I liked that message of, yeah, fuck the system. Yeah, blow it up. Yeah, don't trust the fucking Democrats. They suck. Like, but I also liked her when she was actually like pro doing something. When Bernie, during the primary, was like, yeah, we need to get Bernie. And it almost makes me wonder if she knew, like, I think everyone knew Bernie didn't have much of a chance. I feel like the whole fucking grift here was, let's get everyone super excited for Bernie. Get everyone.
I have to dissent on this one because they've already I already know for a fact that they fucked Bernie over again.
No.
That happened.
No. I said Crystal Ball and like Jimmy Dore and them. That's who I'm talking about. I'm talking about like the political commentators that spread this message that were like super pro. Actually, I don't know. I don't know that Jimmy was pro Bernie before. I actually heard he was anti Bernie because Bernie refused to go on his fucking show. Oh wow, what a real fucking journalist. What a real journalist. What an God, I can't fucking.
I don't tolerate bullshit very well.
Fuck you, you fucking disingenuous, fucking spineless weasel lizard fucker.
And I feel like there's a million things going by at once. I'm just like,
But okay, no. Sorry, my point was I really do feel like this whole thing. I feel like a lot of people. I'm not gonna name names, okay? Aside from Crystal Ball, were like, yeah, Bernie's gonna win, guys. Bernie, we gotta pro Bernie or bust, guys. And then and all the people like screaming Bernie or bust that actually meant it, those are the people that are detrimental because they should have fucking known. They did know that like after Bernie dropped out, it wasn't going to be about like, oh, do we get all this progressive shit that we want or not? It was going to be, oh, do we get fascism or not? And I was fucking advocating voting against fascism, but all of these people were like, nah, I think the fascist and the neocon are actually exactly the same. I don't think there's any fucking difference. Are you fucking kidding me? Anyone who said that Joe Biden and Donald Trump are exactly the same and there's no point in voting, you're either extremely fucking stupid or a liar.
Okay, hold up. I used to think like that. And I'm gonna give you.
I did too, and I was stupid at the time. I'm willing to fucking admit that.
Okay.
It came from a place of emotion and stupidity and ignorance.
Well, here's the thing. I was ignorant because I didn't know exactly how things were going to play out, and I didn't hear any really good arguments until sometime before the election. Like about September, October, all right? So my mind wasn't made up until about that point. Like,
you weren't listening to me back then, were you? You weren't paying attention because I was.
I was, but at the same time, I was getting a little, I don't know, burnt out of things. So I was like, okay, I need to step back. I need to take stock and shit, and I need to fucking confer with my roommates.
By the way, I'm the only one. I've been burnt out from this whole politics shit, and I haven't taken a single goddamn break from it. So where the fuck is my medal, y'all?
It's in the mail. It's in the mail that Joy keeps fucking up.
I want it. Holy fuck.
So to take this back 8 minutes. So honestly, when it comes to the whole grifter thing, this will work into the other thing I wanted to bring up. Okay, cool. Well, when it comes to the whole grifter thing, I really don't think that he's like, at least on this perspective, like coming at it from that perspective, because I heard, like I said, I heard his story. I've heard the story of people that he's gotten on specifically to talk about this. All these people have given their personal stories of shitty things that they've had to deal with the healthcare system and shit like that. And I can think where you might go with this, but go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, look, the way Jimmy Dore, and normally I wouldn't make this argument about someone unless like having more evidence, but the way that Jimmy Dore acts in general, the disingenuous bad faith argumentation that he engages in, I would not be one bit surprised if the only reason he brings up those stories is to gaslight his fucking audience. Because, oh, guys, look, listen to this emotional story. This is why Medicare for All means so much to me. Okay, fine. It means a lot to you. Still not getting passed, so I still don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Has he put his fucking money where his mouth is and fucking tried to get people who are gonna get that vote through into fucking office? Has that been the fucking plan?
No, why would he? Why would he? Because the Democrats are our enemies, right? He doesn't even trust AOC. Why would he put his fucking his hard-earned fucking money into? By the way, apparently Jimmy Dore's organization won't even release where their money goes. So, oh, by the way, but Crystal Ball, we know where her money goes from her PAC, and there's some very interesting fucking names on that list. Mainly her. She gets like the majority of the money that goes to her PAC.
So here's the thing: I don't think it's about his personal story, because I mean, when he shared his personal story, that's not how. It's about how most Americans deal with something like that. Most Americans have a story like that.
No,
if it's not something that affects them, it's something that affects their families or someone that affects someone that they cared about or a friend or something like that.
Yeah. No, let me be clear. I agree with that, and I get that. I know we all have a story like that. Trust me. I know people in this country that could use fucking Medicare for All 10 years ago. I could use it. A lot of people could use it. Healthcare is fucking important, and no one should be fucking sick or dying or whatever when it's fucking perfectly preventable in our society. And I get that. No one should be going into debt. No one should be fucking losing their loved ones. No, it's fucking ridiculous in supposedly the greatest country in the world that we're letting our own people die of preventable fucking diseases. Like it's mind-boggling, and I get that. But what I'm saying is using that story in the context of, and here's why we need to hashtag force the vote, is really disingenuous, because again, Medicare for All is not happening during the pandemic. Medicare for All will not even happen if AOC does everything. Even if AOC and Pelosi do everything that Jimmy wants them to do, it's not passing. So like, acting like, no here's why I'm real emotional and why I'm just not gonna give up, like, it's basically like you're saying, like, okay, here's why I'm embarking on this fool's errand. It's because I actually have this emotional reason for doing so, and I'm just never gonna give up, even if it means the death of me. And you just sitting there being like, okay, well, that's nice for you. If you want to go fucking like trudge off a fucking cliff or something because it's where you feel you need to go emotionally, good for you. I'm not following you off that cliff, and I don't want the rest of the fucking Democratic base falling off of that cliff. I think it's detrimental. And I think that's why and that's why I think bringing up an argument like that only serves to further invoke the emotional response of the listener, who's already probably emotional and angry because, oh, we don't got Medicare for All yet, and these fucking Democrats won't listen to us. So yeah, I get mad when he says shit like that, and then he ties it into, and here's why we need to vote Medicare for All, and here's why if AOC doesn't agree with this, she's against us, and she's against Medicare for All. AOC has her own stories about why she wants Medicare for All. You think she's not fucking heartbroken at the fact that she hasn't been able to get that done within the last 2 years? Oh, I guess we can't know that she... See, that... And I don't know, the fact that he's like forgone all charitability with her and just like views her as a grifter or as an enemy makes me really just I'm sorry, a hell of a lot less charitable with him. I think he's the grifter, and I think he's projecting.
Honestly, I feel like the left has gone down the toilet since Bernie dropped out. You've been talking about all these channels that have gone down the toilet, but I feel like it's just like the left has gone down
because the left has lost all hope. And look, guys, political advocacy is hard. We have to fight to build a better future. I'm sorry. If any of you thought like this was going to be easy, oh, we're just going to be lefties for a few months and then everything's going to get better. No, you weren't always a lefty. None of us always believed in this shit. It took time to win people over. We need to keep winning people over. We are not even close to the majority of the country. I get, or the Democratic Party. I get people are disinfected. I get that. I get we're upset. I get we feel doomer. I get we feel like, oh my God, like why is the whole system against us? But it is. And because it is, we have to keep fighting. We can't do this half-hearted, okay, I'll fight this election cycle, but if this doesn't have the desired effect I want, then I'm done. I'm done. I'm out. I can't do it again. I already cared for an election cycle. That's not going to get us anywhere.
So I have a little bit of a quote. I
Go
think
ahead.
that might sum it up a little bit. So I have a little bit of an anarchist leaning. That thing's been kind of evident for like the last 13 years. But yeah, there's a quote. Even little concessions are conceded by the privileged only when their existence is beset and menaced. And only then are they forced by the rising power of the proletariat to give away more important concessions. Thank you, Bakunin. Thank you.
So I'd like to actually, like, there's probably more I could talk about with this video, but I'd like to actually talk about something else because I want people to go watch the full fucking video. We had a bit of a discussion about this, quite a long discussion.
Did you have any other disagreements that you wanted to get to first?
Nothing major.
Okay.
No, I talked to. I feel like we've talked about most of it. Like there's still disagreements here, but you and I agree on like most of the issues here. Honestly, I feel like my problem is it either goes too far or not far enough. Like, I mean, the fact that people are willing to go out and fucking protest over, like, you know, I understand racial issues are something that's really important, but we should also be able to like go out and like protest for other things too, like, you know, our fucking healthcare. So I would really like to see that type of action taken in this country. Actual, like, just, you know, actual going out and protesting. You know, let's not have what happened last time.
I agree with you. I like the protesting thing, but unfortunately, most Democrats, and this is a fact, the majority of Democrats view healthcare as an issue that's going to be taken care of soon anyway, because they view Biden winning as a win, and they say, well, because Biden's going to fix healthcare, so what am I worried about?
But Obamacare sucked.
No, true. He's not doing Obamacare. He's doing a different public option. But
I mean, we'll see if he gets passed. I mean,
I think we all understand that Obamacare sucks the chrome off a 57 Chevy bumper.
Yeah.
But at the same point, we're not going to make anything anew out of this. It's got to be done out of existing infrastructure that we already have in the government.
Well, that's why we have to transition.
Did you say he was going to try and do that within his first 100 days, or did he not give it?
I think so.
Well, all right. I mean, I'm really skeptical, but okay.
Sure,
we'll
but
see.
to get to my further point, but I'm not saying it's a done deal. I'm saying most Democrats view it as a done deal, which is why a lot of people are not going to be open to this message that Jimmy is pushing right now. If I honestly think, by the way, if Jimmy was pushing like no, we need $2,000 now, or we need UBI now, we need the people are dying in this pandemic, we need help, something that could actually be proven to help right now.
I think if you advocated for $2,000 right now, it'd be a lot better.
Yeah, I think that would have actually done a lot more.
No, I can agree with that.
He could have mobilized $2,000. By the way, here's another, just to touch on this, and then I'll move on. But here's another part of my problem. He's making AOC out to be the enemy. Whatever. Pelosi is the enemy, okay? But making out AOC to be the enemy as well and lumping her in is really disgusting when McConnell fucking exists and has been the grim reaper of all things good in this fucking country. Every fucking positive bill passed, every positive piece of fucking legislature proposed, McConnell has ruined, wiped his ass with every single bit of it. And Jimmy Dore, with his loud, reactionary, angry fucking audience, righteously angry. I do agree with a lot of their frustration, don't get me wrong. Isn't mobilizing that audience against Mitch McConnell? I don't get that. That's where our antagonism should be aimed.
There's a little bit more antagonism. Apparently, Kamala Harris voted against that.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah, she also voted against the increase in the stimulus.
What? Yeah. Our most progressive fucking voice.
Again, look, I'm gonna say, look, hang on. I'm gonna say this. because there was this bullshit that people were saying. Kyle actually was like, "Oh, Klobuchar is against stimulus, guys. She's against people getting 2,000." When she never said that. Klobuchar was like, "No, people need help now. We can't be delaying this more and more." And that was probably Kamala's position again. Now, I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm not saying I agree with it, but just being like, "Oh my God, look how evil." Like, I don't like that talking point of, "Oh my God, they voted against increasing it, or this or that, so it means they're against." Like, I'm pretty sure, like, if the fucking Democrats had full power and they were able to like propose their own bill, it would not just be $600.
Yeah. Well,
probably only
it should be a
$1,200.
hell of a lot more than six. It should be a lot more than 1,200. That's for certain, because a lot of people actually rely on that money. And my old roomie was going, "Well, they shouldn't be handing out all that money willy nilly." I'm like, "Are you serious?"
Willy nilly.
But by the way, McHitler, I'm not saying that you can't criticize AOC. I'm saying, what is there even to criticize her here for? A difference in strategical opinion? Like, that's all you're disagreeing with her on. Why attack her for that? He's saying she's our enemy. She's against us. Like, what I'm saying is, this whole thing that he's doing could be actually fucking maybe somewhat more effective if he was mobilizing his audience against Mitch McConnell to say, "No, let us have this $2,000. We need it now." Like that, because that's something that could actually get passed now. Again, a fucking Medicare for all, even if it got passed now, we would still, the next 4 to 8 years would be a transitionary period of a single payer healthcare system, which we're probably going to get under Biden anyway. So the whole fucking thing, like, I'm just saying it would be more effective. You'd get more people. You'd get right-wingers on your side, by the way. If you were like, if Jimmy Dore, this is the thing, he'd be getting bipartisan support if he was getting everyone up in arms saying, "No, fuck you, McConnell. We're not going to do this, or we're going to march in the street, or we're going to, I don't know, all gather around and egg McConnell's house every day in Minecraft until he agrees to increase the stimulus to 2,000. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, I feel like that would be more effective.
Minecraft?
Yeah, in Minecraft.
Can you imagine playing with Mitch McConnell in Minecraft?
Yeah.
He'd take all your diamonds and say, "Oh, well, don't worry about it."
Can I get one of those back? Nope. Sorry.
Senate Dems stop Bernie's filibuster for 2K. They don't care. Yeah, well, they wanted their fucking vacation. Whatever. They're fucking callous and tone deaf as fuck, but whatever.
Most of them are corporate anyway, so I'm not really super surprised about that. They're trying to save their ass so they can continue to get funding by the back door.
By the way, okay, McHitler, yes, it's valid to criticize someone for taking having a difference in tactics. It's not valid to hyperbolically, and that's my problem, hyperbolically act like they are evil, they're the enemy. That's my only problem there, okay? I'm not saying he can't attack her. So, yeah. It's not just criticism, it's attacks. Anyway,
I think we've shut the door on this issue. Yeah, we've shut the door on this issue, so...
Shut the damn door.
But I do want to talk about something Dore adjacent, something that we can just pull up real fast. That's easy for us to like spin off into a good discussion about. So you haven't heard about the fucking People's Party, have you? I've told you about it, but you haven't really like been taught about it. Like,
not really.
It's something Jimmy Dore is in support of. Do you want to just take a look at their Twitter right now, some of their tweets, and what they're just take a look at what they're all.
Okay, you want to send it?
Sure. Just give me a second. Just fucking vape.
Yeah. Wait. Let me see. I acknowledge that twice in a row. Then what's your disagreement, McHitler? Because you're saying, I agree it's hyperbolic, but you can criticize, and I'm saying, yeah, you can criticize, but he's not criticizing. He's going too far. That's the problem. If you agree with me, then yeah, we don't have a disagreement. I just don't view what he's doing as criticism. I view it as like hyperbolic fucking smear campaign and attacks, which I'm really fucking sick of. AOC getting really, like, I'm sick of the smears. I'm sick of the unfounded attacks that come from all sides, but I especially hate it when it comes from the left, especially when it has no fucking basis. Like, Like, again, you can like criticize her and say, yeah, I disagree with these tactics, but to be like, she's our enemy because she doesn't want to do these. It's not just disagreeing with her tactics. He's saying she doesn't believe in Medicare for all. She's anti-Medicare for all. That's not just criticism. That's a smear campaign.
There it is, a movement for a People's Party.
Oh, God.
Jimmy Dore is a supporter of it, by the way, so there's your good first impression.
So what's their platform?
We're
building a major new progressive populist party in America because Wall Street has 2 major parties and the working people have none. Join us. Yeah, I think I've heard him talk about this a little bit. So what's
the only way I see this being successful is if they focus on, like, small elections. Like I've been telling third parties to do for the longest time. If they focus on like small time elections and they can like get an avalanche effect, it could do something.
Yeah, no, that is absolutely what they should be doing. They need to be focusing, their individual districts, become get like Senate seats or whatever, get fucking mayoral positions or whatever the fuck. Get power wherever the fuck you can. Get representation all throughout the government so you can build a coalition slowly. But yeah, no, a lot of these third parties just want to jump straight into the fucking presidential race. Like, what are you doing? You don't have
Yeah, but wait a minute. Ooh, woo, what's this? Force the vote town hall. Oh boy!
See, this is why this party is gonna go nowhere. I asked you what this party's platform is. I don't need to know. I can already tell you. This platform's party.
Oh my god!
This party's platform is political doomerism. Political fucking doomerism. Both parties are. Wall Street has 2 parties and the working people have none. That's kind of true, but I can tell where they're going with that sentiment.
The movement for a People's Party. Okay, so it's not a party yet. It's a movement.
Let me guess.
It's a movement for People's Party.
Yeah. Let me guess. Does Brianna Joy Gray also fucking support this?
I don't know who the fuck. I don't know who that is.
She's the one that originally went on Jimmy Dore's show to promote the force the vote thing.
Oh shit! It's Kyle.
Fucking Kyle, dude.
Justice Democrats on the floor of the House.
Is force
number 1. We're the only developed country without universal health care.
It's not gonna pass. Wait. Number 1,
Kyle,
it's not gonna pass.
Wait,
number
play
2,
the full video.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
That even has the category.
I'll play it, but I promise you, the response to all of these arguments is gonna be, it's not gonna pass.
Okay, let's take a look.
I want to see Justice Democrats on the floor of the House making these arguments. Number 1. We're the only developed country without universal health care. We're the only one.
Agreed.
That's unacceptable. Point number 2.
But that's not a good
Medical
argument for
bills
this.
is one of the top causes of bankruptcy. Again,
we're
the only developed country.
Yeah, again, agreed, but that has nothing to do with force the vote. I'm sorry, Jimmy Dore himself admits force the vote. He admits Medicare for all is never gonna pass. He admits it. He knows Nancy Pelosi would never pass it, and Mitch McConnell sure as fuck would never pass it. Why are these arguments valid? They're not. It's a fucking emotional gish gallop. They are gaslighting you. They are gaslighting you into thinking, oh, well, Medicare for all. See, we need it right now, guys. It's just gonna happen. It's not passing. And by the way, I don't even know that this video of Kyle is him arguing for force the vote. It sounds like they took this clip out of context because it sounds like he's just saying he wants to see that. He wants to see more of that. People on the House floor
human right
making these arguments, which I agree. They should be making those arguments. But those arguments have nothing to do with force the vote. Nothing. The only arguments for force the vote is what we can potentially do once Pelosi says no, or once the Democrats vote against it, or whatever. That's the only fucking arguments to be made, and I've already told you why those are fucking wrong. So I don't know why the fuck anyone is dishonest. This is what I'm saying. Jimmy Dore is dishonest, okay? Pushing forth these arguments as if they are arguments for force the vote is disingenuous.
Well, I don't know if he made this. This might just be
his ilk made it.
His ilk.
Someone who is very closely politically aligned with him, and by that I mean part of the political doomer cult, made this.
That even has the category medical bankruptcy. Make this argument on the floor of the House
I agree, by the
when
way.
we're forcing a vote on Medicare for all. We got nothing to hide.
No, okay, so never mind. He was using that as an argument to force the vote. Oh my god. We can't.
We've got nothing to hide.
Okay, look, actually, I'm going to say this in the context of what Kyle is saying. If you were going to force the vote, yeah, okay, I guess that is what you would want the arguments to be made on the House floor to you know, convince other Democrats. Sure.
Sure, yeah, those are okay. Those are good arguments in that case.
But
sure, I agree.
It's not going to pass. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
So here's the thing I will concede. I do think it would have made more sense to wait until fucking Biden was president, because it's not like the pandemic instantly ends once Trump's no longer president. So at that point in time, I think it would have like made more sense to do something like this if you're gonna do.
Not only that, dude, the Georgia runoff elections are still going on. And by the way, Donald Trump, I wanted to talk about this. Donald Trump has been saying that the Georgia runoff elections are fraudulent. They're anti-American. They're not legal.
Of course, he says that about every election that he doesn't win.
But think about it. Think about how many Trump supporters are in Georgia.
What all politicians are gonna start doing.
Think about how many Trump supporters are in Georgia. Think about how badly they need every fucking Republican to vote in Georgia, so that both of those Senate seats can be filled by Republicans, so that McConnell can keep his fucking power. We could potentially
stop the steal, guys. But count the votes. Stop the steal. But count the votes.
My point is, guys, we could potentially cripple McConnell if we take back the Senate. Or
in Minecraft.
Not take back the Senate, but there won't be a majority anymore.
Jamie.
Yeah, he'll be a minority leader.
Jamie, you forgot to say in Minecraft at the end of that. They're gonna come.
I said cripple him. I didn't mean like physically cripple him. I meant like cripple his ability to cripple us. Honestly, I want to cripple his. I want to figuratively cripple his ability to literally cripple the American people. Okay. Not in Minecraft. I think that's perfectly acceptable to say. Yeah.
Not in Minecraft. Oh shit.
So yeah, apparently there's also a bit of a push to there's apparently an aim to do an electoral college vote rejection in certain states.
I fucking
it's only from 11 fucking senators. Wait. And that's gonna go over like a fucking horse fart in church.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. Yeah. So, Mick Hitler asks, so do you think that progressives would lose seats if a vote was forced and didn't pass? I'm genuinely curious. Not inherently, but I do think it could be a huge waste of political capital and a huge waste of goodwill with the Democratic voters and with the Democratic Party. And I think it could cost some progressive their seats in the future, possibly, but not inherently. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but it
in trying to fuck McConnell and get.
No, I'm saying in trying to fuck Pelosi.
Well, that's
too. Gross. That's fucking gross. Don't make me think about that.
In trying to fuck her over, it comes off as sort of like premature ejaculation. As far as political capital goes.
Dude, Mick Hitler, saying the progressives have no capital with the political party, capital with the Dem party is kind of disingenuous. They don't have a lot, but it's
there.
It's there. They have respect in their districts. AOC definitely has like respect and a following, and she has is able to do more than a lot of senators because she has such a Congress people, because she has such a following. So
yeah,
I think
I've got a question. I just want to say this real fast. Like, would you like to have, we could probably have like if both parties are willing, probably have a quick live discussion about this if you're because you're just talking in the fucking chat back and forth. I don't know, like we could bring them in the call. It is a mod in my fucking server, so if you want,
I guess if you want to.
All right, well, yeah, person in the chat, fucking Mick, if you want to come in here, let me know. But
yeah, come on down to Pussy Town.
Yeah, come on down, Mick.
I will say this: if we bring you on and the conversation starts going in circles, I'm gonna end it. because I've been see it's annoying enough like arguing with people like in the chat and like I say something or I refute a point and then I refute another point and then I refute another point and then 10 minutes later the person is going back to the first point I refuted. Like every single argument I've had with someone on this has been like that, and I don't like circular fucking arguments.
I feel like a lot of political arguments end up being like that, though. That's why, that's why when it comes to like, I don't know if you've noticed, like when I get in discussions like this with someone, at some point I'll just be like, okay, well, I mean, I think we've said everything that we can say. I think we've reached an impasse here, because a lot of the time, like, think about how many times, like, when in an actual argument like that, someone like it ends with someone just being like, you know what, you're 100% right. Like, very rarely does that happen, because most people don't go in with a willingness to be like that. Even I, like, I'll make concessions in an argument, but very rarely, like, will I be like, you know what, 100%, you're fucking right. Generally, people have some pushbacks. They change their opinions over time. You know what I mean? That's generally how fucking things like this work. It's almost like, I feel like I'm explaining something in like such a rudimentary way, but it's something that's so fucking basic, and political discourse has just been so fucking destroyed over the past 5 years, and it's almost coming to a close. Hopefully we'll get some fucking somewhat of a normal news cycle coming up soon.
I hate to say this, but there isn't going to be a normal news cycle anymore. We've passed the precipice for normal in this fucking country long ass time.
I don't know. I think things might get dull again. But yeah, well, I don't believe there is such thing as normal. I think normal is I've never once seen proof that there is any such thing as the concept of normal, okay? Like
backslash. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't believe in normalcy.
Fuck normalcy.
I'm tired of normal. I'm gonna go off the fucking walls.
I mean, I'm a nihilist. I believe everything is subjective anyway.
Yeah.
We should probably wrap this up, Mick. Maybe I'll talk to you about this, because I might do a call-in show. I'll probably just be me in that one. People who want to call in, but I might do a call-in show sometime if I want to do some more thoughts about this. But that'll just be me, because Jamie's talked enough about the fucking force the vote shit.
I might pop in and out if you do call-in shows, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Same.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I figured those are just going to be like, I'm just going to host those myself, because that way I can have like a couple people calling in at a time, one or two, and just talk to people.
I don't know what Mick Hitler is saying in the chat.
Oh, no. No.
That's
his phone glitching out. It's all right.
Is he trying to come on, or is he?
No, I don't. I think that's just his phone fucking up. We'll
Coomer status.
Coomer status.
I don't know why I said Coomer status.
We talked a bit about the Sheeples Party. We talked a bit about Pelosi. We talked a bit about force the vote. There's an interesting couple discussions. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, stay tuned, because we're gonna be getting some people on from all the little fucking types, and I mean all fucking sectors of the internet. We're gonna be getting people from all different fucking parts of the internet back on Underhaven. We're gonna be getting guests on here. We're gonna having fucking fun times. So you guys fucking stay tuned. Oh yeah, and I also want to give a quick shout out, because I promised Security Monitor Lizard I'd give him a shout out. I'm probably gonna be being a guest on his stream sometime soon. Might have him on here on one of these streams sometime. But yeah, definitely check out his channel. He's a cool dude, really nice guy. And I guess the only other thing I want to say is consider checking us out on Patreon. I've got a Patreon for Underhaven. Jamie's got a Patreon. We both have little rewards and perks that you guys can check out. And yeah, you guys have a good fucking evening. Thanks for watching. And stay tuned for next Saturday, when we're going to be doing another one of these shows around this time. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good week, everybody.
Yeah.
Peace out, y'all.
Penis the fuck out.
Something like that. Yeah.
Everything like that.
God damn it. Failed.
Down. There, I did the fucking music.
Whatever. That doesn't want to work. It's garbage. Fuck y'all. Peace out. Piss off. I love you guys.
Down.
Good night, everybody.
Down.